Right now, I'm occupied traditional roles for centuries. Yes, it's true, as my opponents say, that in the Middle Ages, lefties were considered sinister and persecuted. But I have never dragged a lefty through the streets, bound and screaming, affixing to a post and set them on fire. Nor have my parents, nor have my parents' parents, nor have my parents' parents' parents. Why must the right be made to answer for the crimes of our ancestors? All this talk of right privilege is nothing but simple bigotry. And however excessive our medieval forebears may have been, at least they understood the law of nature. And the law of nature must be enforced by the law of the land. God made lefties and righties with different temperaments so that they might occupy separate spheres of our society. Science tells us that the left brain seat of rational thought controls the right brain, while the right brain seat of creativity controls the left. And what is the meeting point of God and science? What else but the law of nature? And the law of nature is the only law that exists. So now leftists complain of being second-class citizens, but they are only encouraged to express their natural strengths. And likewise, the varieties insulted and ostracized or handcuffs by paying to play music. Surely they must understand that broken, and I'm not the only one. There are 5 of us, and we're building something new. In the glow of the oil-filled fire. We've started clearing rubble. We've assembled some structures out of scrap metal. Somebody told you that there was something important out here. It's true, but we need your help. Go back to civilization. Identify potential dissidents and send them to us. Be careful. Be discreet. And remember, you know what we're up to, which means you're in violation of the knowledge code. Turn us in. You'll be turning yourself in too. The chains of stigma and taboo again. In the course of this never-ending night, we have come to see the dangers of my own.